Hello there. This is gonna be my very first video that I'm ever gonna upload on YouTube. I'll go by the name of Rosen. Anyways, this is the very first episode of a series, maybe, what I like to call Just My Opinion. It's basically just going to talk about my own opinions and all that stuff. If you get hurt, if you don't feel, you don't have to agree with it or anything, it's just my opinion, that's it. So, anyways, on to the first episode. Today I'm going to be talking about Voltron ships. You know Voltron Legendary Defender, the 2016 Netflix show that a lot of people really like. Yeah, so just like any other show, it has ships in it. It's very common for a fandom to have a ship. Very common. Any show, any series, anything would have a ship. Will always have shipping. And when I first came into watch the show, I did not expect to have a shipping fan base like this has. The shipping in it is very interesting in my opinion. There's something about it that I don't really see in a lot of fan base. There's like, the thing is that there seems to be one big ship in the entire series that a lot of people really agree on. Now, that's not to say other series would have something like this, but for me, from everything I've watched before, I haven't found a series where a lot of people agree with one major ship. That's not to say that the other ships are not like here or anything. I mean, they are there, but just one ship really stands out, and that is Clance, the shipping between Keith Cogain and Lance McLean. So the shipping, I understand where it's going, but at the same time, I don't ship it. I'm sorry. I don't want to say I really don't, because that just sounds really that sounds a bit rude, but I just don't ship it. I never really shipped two couples that are the same sex. To be honest with you, I never really have done that, except for maybe a couple of exceptions. Maybe one. I don't know. I can't really think of anything. So, yeah, I don't ship it. Fight me. The thing I ship is kind of controversial, you see. I ship Shidge, which is Shiro and Pidge. I ship Kidge, which is Keith and Pidge. And I ship Plants or Pigeons, which is Pidge and Lance. I think he's trying to see the pattern in here. Anyways, it's pretty controversial because of the age gap, and a lot of people have problems with age gap. There's like the huge age gap with either Clance or Sheaf because we don't know the exact age for the characters, even though you can't say that the official book that was recently released by the time this video comes out is official, because it's actually not official, because I know for a fact that the creators, Lauren Montgomery, said that there are certain things that they don't really even know exist in that book itself. Certain things that they didn't know, like for example, the Keep likes hippos. It's a thing, and everybody loves it. They draw it, but the thing is that they didn't agree to it. Lauren Montgomery and the other guy. I'm sorry, I didn't prepare for this exactly. So both of them agreed that they said in an AfterBuzz TV interview that they didn't exactly read into it. They didn't exactly see it and can say whether or not they can confirm it. So everything in that book is just all in the air, even the ages. So even though it says Shiro's 25, Keith is 18, Lance is 17, Pidge is 15. I forgot how old Hunk is. Maybe it's around the same age as Lance as well. As I said before, I find it interesting how so many people ship Clance, and to be honest with you, I feel left out by not shipping Clance. I feel like I'm not that connected with the fan base since I don't ship clans, which is the biggest ship. Which isn't to say that other ships are not that big. So, Sheaf is like pretty big as well, but then like you just see clans everywhere, in my opinion. And when I see something that's everywhere, I feel like that may be a bit too much, in my opinion, at least. The thing is that I don't ship clans. I don't ship sheaf. I really don't ship a lot of same-sex relationships. I'm sorry if you ship it, then you do that. But for me, I'm not going to do it because I don't know. I just don't see it that way unless it's really good and unless I can actually see the potential, which isn't to say that clans and sheep doesn't have potential, but I don't know. So I just need to know. I just need to somehow see the fact that it's there. Oh God, I'm sounding really dumb right now. Ugh. So, anyways, about my shippings is very controversial because even though we don't know they have the exact age, we can all assume that Pidge is the youngest and it's kind of young and all that stuff. But they say it's fiction, and fiction is not the same as reality. I feel I'm on the side that if it's fictional, then and it's not real, then you can do whatever you want. If I ship someone that's underage, if I ship a couple that's not, that one of them is underage, then I ship it. It's not the same as reality. Does that mean I ship pedophilia? No. And I know there will be people that say this is considered pedophilia, and I can understand your argument. I can see your argument, but to me, I don't see it as that way because it's fiction. Fiction is all in your mind. Fiction is it's just creativity. It's just you doing whatever you want. You can do whatever you want when it's fiction. In reality, it's completely different. I don't know. This is gonna be a really bad first video, my god. Anything else? Oh, I do slightly like Shalora, not as much as Shij, Pidge, and Plants, but I do kind of like it. And I also I do like Hunk and Shay together. So yeah. And I can't end the video without talking about the controversy that happened in the fandom, which is the fact that a while ago before season 3 started, there were leaks out for concept art of Voltron season 3, and someone blackmailed the creators, DreamWorks, basically the Voltron team, to have clans canon, their ship canon, or else they will like send the leaks online. That's really horrible. I do not condone anything like this. To blackmail the creators, the people who are making the show that you watch, is unforgivable, I believe. And to do that, why? You don't gain anything out of it. Do you really think they will allow this to happen? Do you really think they will give in to your desires? No. And also another thing that happened, I think this was before this clans thing happened. It's basically Josh Keaton, the voice of Shiro, and Bex Taylor Kloss, the voice of Pidge, they made a reference to Sheath, and then the clan, I think the fans, like the people who don't ship Sheath, which are most likely clans fans, just harassed them. They're voice actors. They're the people who voice characters on the show. Why would you harass them in any way? I can see why people would not like the fandoms. And the worst part is, sometimes this is like, people see this as their first time in the fandom. Like, maybe this whole incident was their first introduction to the fandom. And because of that, they might not even watch it, or it might ruin the show for them. Which is really sad, because this show is really great. I don't know what to do. I can't do anything about it. The only thing I can say is just think about what you're doing. Realize the consequences. At least think about what you ship. Have the thought that there is a possibility it might not be canon. There is a chance it will be canon, but also have in your mind that it won't be canon as well, because I have a feeling that if a ship that a ship shows so hard won't be canon, I'm pretty sure there will be some people out there that are not going to be very happy about it, and they might do something very bad about it. They might do something very bad, and I really don't want that to happen. I really don't want like another incident with the clans and the sheaf thing to happen again, because if this happens again, like multiple times in the future, I really don't know what to say about the fandom. So anyways, this is my very first video. You can like it if you want to. I'm not gonna ask you to. You can leave a comment if you want. You can at least say if you either like it or you wanted to critique on it in any way. I'm not sure when is the next video coming out. It may not be until a very long time. Either way, this is just my opinion, and I'm Rosen. Bye.